Have you ever wondered what it would be like to come face to face with some of the deadliest animals in the United States? We're about to take you on a heart-pumping journey through the top 10 most dangerous places in America where animals attack. So, whether you're an animal lover or just a thrill seeker, join us for an unforgettable adventure into the heart of America's most dangerous animal habitats. And stay tuned for our number one pick, because the stakes are higher than you could ever imagine. Our journey begins in Alaska, where the grizzly bear roams. These powerful predators can weigh up to 600 pounds and have been known to attack humans who encroach on their territory. In August 2012, a man was killed by a grizzly bear while participating in a 10-mile mountain race in the Chugach Mountains near Anchorage, Alaska. According to reports, the man was running on a trail when he encountered the bear and her two cubs. The bear attacked and killed the man before being chased off by other runners. The man was identified as a 49-year-old Forest Service employee and experienced runner. The incident shocked the local community and prompted officials to close the area and issue a warning to hikers and runners about the presence of bears in the area. Following the incident, officials launched an investigation into the attack and ultimately determined that the bear was acting in defense of her cubs. Now let's take a closer look at the next dangerous place on our list. Keep watching to find out what kind of animals you might encounter there. Our next stop is Florida, where the warm waters and lush vegetation attract a variety of predators. But one animal reigns supreme as the top threat to humans. Can you guess what it is? It's the alligator. These reptiles can be found all over Florida, from freshwater lakes to golf course ponds. And while they may seem docile basking in the sun, they can be deadly when they feel threatened or hungry. Despite their reputation as slow-moving and lethargic, alligators are lightning fast when they want to be, and their powerful jaws can crush bones with ease. It's a lesson one family learned the hard way when they decided to take a late-night swim in a canal. The parents thought it would be a fun activity for their young son, but it quickly turned into a nightmare. In the darkness, they didn't see the alligator lurking beneath the surface until it was too late. In a matter of seconds, the 2-year-old was gone, snatched by the predator and dragged underwater. The parents frantically searched for their child, but there was no sign of him. It wasn't until the next day that a trapper captured an 8-foot alligator, and inside its stomach, they found the young boy's body. It was a devastating tragedy that shook the community. While alligator attacks are relatively rare, they do happen. If you're a fan of survival stories, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. Keep watching to find out how these brave people escaped from an animal attack. Our next destination is one of the most famous national parks in the country, Yellowstone. But while the geysers and hot springs may be the park's main attraction, it's the wildlife that poses the greatest threat. Are you ready to explore the dangers of Yellowstone? Yellowstone is home to a wide variety of animals, from bison and elk to wolves and bears. But it's the grizzly bear that is the top predator and the most dangerous to humans. These massive bears can weigh over 600 pounds and have a powerful sense of smell that can detect food from miles away. In 2015, a family of 4 set out for a peaceful hike on a trail in Yellowstone National Park. Little did they know they were about to face a nightmare beyond their worst imagination. Along the trail, they encountered a mother grizzly bear with her cubs, and in a matter of seconds, their peaceful hike turned into a horrific attack. The bear viciously attacked the family, leaving the parents severely injured and their 10-year-old son dead. Despite making noise on the trail, the family still managed to startle the bear, which saw them as a threat to her cubs and responded aggressively. The bear chased down the mother and her other son, inflicting severe injuries before other visitors and park rangers intervened. It serves as a haunting reminder that even the most beautiful and serene places can hide lurking dangers, and it is crucial to take all necessary precautions when venturing into the wilderness. Yellowstone officials have since increased bear safety education and emphasized the importance of carrying bear spray and keeping a safe distance from wildlife at all times. We've covered a lot of ground so far, but there's still another place on our list that's particularly deadly. Keep watching to see what it is and why it's so dangerous. Our next stop on the journey through the top 10 most dangerous places animals can attack in the USA is the beautiful and tropical state of Hawaii. With its stunning beaches and lush forests, Hawaii is a paradise for both humans and animals alike. But that paradise can quickly turn into a nightmare when humans cross paths with some of Hawaii's most dangerous predators. Are you ready to explore the dangers of Hawaii? In Hawaii, the ocean is a major source of danger. Sharks are a constant threat in the waters surrounding the islands, and attacks are not uncommon. Surfers, snorkelers, and swimmers are all at risk of encountering a shark and suffering serious injuries. On land, hikers need to be wary of wild boars, which can be aggressive and unpredictable. These large animals are known to charge when they feel threatened or cornered, and their sharp tusks can cause severe injuries. It was supposed to be a peaceful night's sleep for one man in Hawaii, but little did he know that a vicious predator was lurking in his room. In the darkness, a centipede, one of Hawaii's most venomous creatures, crept up onto his bed and bit him, injecting its toxic venom into his body. The pain was excruciating, and the man's screams echoed through the night as he writhed in agony. Centipede bites can be life-threatening, and this man was no exception. His condition rapidly deteriorated, and he was rushed to the hospital for treatment. Doctors worked tirelessly to save his life, but the venom had already taken hold, causing intense pain, fever, and muscle spasms. For weeks, the man battled the effects of the centipede's venom, struggling to recover from the attack. It was a shocking reminder of the dangers posed by even the smallest creatures in Hawaii, where paradise can quickly turn into a nightmare. Visitors are urged to take all necessary precautions to avoid encounters with these dangerous predators. But sometimes, as in this case, even the most cautious measures are not enough to prevent tragedy. If you thought the first few places on our list were scary, just wait until you see what's coming up next. Keep watching for more heart-pumping action. While known for its beautiful beaches and rugged coastline, California is also home to a variety of dangerous predators, including one that sends shivers down the spine: bears. These powerful animals can weigh hundreds of pounds and are known for their aggressive behavior when they feel threatened or cornered. Are you ready to discover the hidden dangers of California and the spine-chilling story of a bear attack? In California, bear attacks are a constant threat, particularly in areas where humans and wildlife come into close contact. One of the most notorious of these attacks occurred in 2017, when a family was camping in the state's Sierra Nevada mountains. While they were cooking dinner, they were suddenly ambushed by a black bear. The bear was attracted to their campsite by the smell of food, and when the family tried to scare it away, it attacked them, causing serious injuries to several members of the family. But this was not the only incident of bear attacks in California. In fact, the state's bear population is known for its aggressive behavior, particularly in the months leading up to hibernation when bears are looking to fatten up for the winter. These animals can be unpredictable and ferocious, and encounters with them can be terrifying. One such encounter occurred in 2019 when a man was out hiking in the Los Padres National Forest. As he rounded a bend in the trail, he came face to face with a large black bear. The bear immediately charged him, and the man knew he was in trouble. He tried to back away slowly, but the bear kept coming. The man was able to deploy his bear spray, which temporarily deterred the animal, but it quickly regained its confidence and attacked him again. The man fought for his life, kicking and punching the bear in an effort to ward it off. The bear finally relented and ran off, but not before causing serious injuries to the man's head, arms, and back. The man was lucky to escape with his life. He was airlifted to a hospital for treatment, and the incident was a stark reminder of the dangers posed by bears in California. We're only halfway through our list, but things are about to get even more dangerous. Keep watching to see what's coming up next. Welcome to Arizona, where the rugged landscape and desert terrain is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet. From rattlesnakes to scorpions, tarantulas to Gila monsters, this state is teeming with dangerous creatures. In this section, we'll take a look at the most dangerous animal in Arizona that will leave you in awe. This story takes us to the bustling city of Phoenix, where a man went for a leisurely walk in his neighborhood. Little did he know that he was about to come face to face with the most lethal predator in the state, the western diamondback rattlesnake. As he felt a sharp pain in his ankle, he looked down to see the venomous serpent coiled up next to him. In a split second, the snake lunged at the man, sinking its fangs into his flesh. The venom coursed through his veins, causing excruciating pain and a racing heartbeat. It was a race against time as the man fought for his life, trying to hold on to the hope of survival. Thankfully, the man was able to call for help, and he was rushed to the hospital for treatment. With quick medical attention, he was able to receive antivenom and recover from the attack. But the incident left him with a newfound appreciation for the deadly creatures that roam the Arizona wilderness. We've covered some of the deadliest animals in America so far, but this next location is unlike any other. Keep watching to see what makes it so unique. Welcome to the Lone Star State, where the wilds of Texas are home to a variety of dangerous predators. From venomous snakes to aggressive wild boars, Texas is a land of lurking dangers that can strike when you least expect it. In Texas, the dangers can come from both the land and the water. The state is home to a wide variety of venomous snakes, including rattlesnakes, copperheads, and cottonmouths. These snakes can be found in a variety of habitats, from deserts and prairies to wetlands and forests. On land, wild boars are a significant threat, particularly in the rural areas of the state. These large, aggressive animals are known to charge when they feel threatened or cornered, and their sharp tusks can cause severe injuries. But perhaps the most bone-chilling danger in Texas comes from one of the smallest creatures, the fire ant. These tiny ants can deliver a painful and potentially deadly sting, particularly for those with allergies. In the hot Texas sun, fire ants are common throughout the state and can be found in parks, lawns, and other outdoor areas. These tiny insects may be small, but they are highly aggressive and known for their painful sting. For those with allergies, the sting of a fire ant can be deadly. The man in our story had always been cautious around fire ants, but he never expected what would happen on that fateful day. He was out working in his garden when he felt something crawling up his leg. Before he knew it, he was covered in a swarm of angry fire ants, biting and stinging him relentlessly. The pain was excruciating, and he knew he was in trouble. As the man struggled to get away from the swarm of fire ants, he realized he was having trouble breathing. Panic set in as he began to feel dizzy and disoriented. He knew he needed help, but he was alone in his backyard with no one around to hear his cries for help. Despite the pain and the fear, the man managed to get to his phone and call for emergency medical help. The ambulance arrived quickly, and he was rushed to the hospital, where doctors were able to stabilize him. If you're planning on visiting any of these dangerous places, you'll want to pay close attention to our next segment. Keep watching for crucial safety tips and advice. The majestic Rocky Mountains of Colorado may be a hiker's paradise, but danger may be lurking in the shadows. As you traverse through the scenic trails and breathtaking vistas, you'll be surrounded by a world teeming with wildlife. From the agile bighorn sheep to the curious mule deer, Colorado's wilderness offers a glimpse into a world rarely seen by most. But with that beauty comes a price, and in Colorado, that price can be steep. The Rocky Mountains, which span Colorado and other states, are home to some of the deadliest predators on the planet. It's not uncommon for hikers, campers, and other outdoor enthusiasts to encounter these beasts in their natural habitat. But when that encounter turns deadly, it can leave a lasting impact on those involved. Our story takes place on a serene mountain trail in Boulder, Colorado. A group of hikers were making their way up the path when they suddenly encountered a mountain lion. The big cat stared at them with fierce intensity, its muscles tensed and ready to attack. The hikers tried to back away slowly, but the mountain lion charged at them with lightning speed. In a terrifying moment, the mountain lion lunged at one of the hikers, sinking its teeth into his arm. The hiker cried out in agony as the predator dragged him into the bushes. The other hikers fought back with all their might, using sticks and rocks to fend off the mountain lion. It was a battle for survival that they would never forget. Thankfully, the hikers were able to drive the mountain lion away and call for help. The injured hiker was airlifted to the hospital and received treatment for his wounds. Although he survived the attack, he was left with deep emotional scars. Have you ever wondered what it's like to come face to face with a deadly predator? Keep watching for more incredible first-hand accounts of animal encounters. North Carolina's stunning wilderness is home to some of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders in the USA. From the rolling mountains of the Great Smokies to the pristine beaches of the Outer Banks, the state's beauty is undeniable. But beneath the tranquil surface lies a hidden danger, an array of wild animals that can turn the peaceful landscape into a deadly battleground. And while the natural beauty of North Carolina's wilderness can take your breath away, the presence of these animals can leave you gasping for air. From venomous snakes to powerful bears, you might think twice before venturing out into the state's rugged wilderness. Our story takes place in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, one of the most popular destinations in North Carolina for hiking and camping. In the summer of 2017, a family of 4 was enjoying a day hike when they suddenly encountered a massive black bear. The bear, which had been foraging for food, was startled by the family's presence and charged at them. In a terrifying moment, the bear barreled towards the family, swatting at them with its massive paws. The family tried to back away slowly, but the bear caught up to them, causing them to panic. In a desperate attempt to survive, the family fought back with all their might, using sticks and rocks to fend off the bear. The battle raged on for several minutes, leaving the family injured and traumatized. Thankfully, the family was able to drive the bear away and call for help. They were airlifted to the hospital and treated for their injuries, which included deep lacerations and bruises. Although they survived the attack, they were left with a newfound respect for the dangers of North Carolina's wilderness. We've covered a lot of ground so far, but we've saved the best for last. Keep watching for our #1 most dangerous place in America for animal attacks. New York is known for its bustling cities, but few know about the wild side of the state. From the dense forests of the Adirondacks to the rolling hills of the Finger Lakes, New York's wilderness is home to some of the most dangerous animals in the USA. In the Adirondack Mountains, black bears are a common sight and can quickly turn aggressive if they feel threatened. Meanwhile, rattlesnakes can be found in the Finger Lakes region, with their venomous bites posing a serious threat to hikers and campers. Our story takes place in the Catskill Mountains, where a hiker named Sarah was exploring the trails alone. As she made her way through the forest, she suddenly heard a low growl from behind her. She turned around and found herself face to face with a massive black bear, its fur bristling with rage. The bear had been startled by Sarah's sudden appearance and had become aggressive. In a split second, the bear charged at Sarah, its massive body barreling towards her with incredible speed. Sarah tried to back away slowly, but the bear caught up to her, swatting at her with its powerful paws. In a desperate attempt to survive, Sarah fought back with all her might, using a can of bear spray to fend off the bear. But the bear was relentless and continued its attack. As the bear clawed at her, Sarah realized that she was in serious trouble. She could feel the bear's hot breath on her neck as it roared in fury. With no other options, she dropped to the ground and lay still, hoping the bear would lose interest. To her horror, the bear continued to maul her, clawing at her arms and legs. In a moment of clarity, Sarah remembered a survival tip she had read: play dead. She stopped fighting back and went limp, pretending to be dead. To her relief, the bear eventually wandered off, leaving Sarah battered and bruised, but alive. Sarah managed to make her way back to civilization and was taken to the hospital for her injuries. She suffered deep cuts and bruises and was left traumatized by the attack. Well, that's all for today. But before you go, don't forget to leave a comment and let us know which of these dangerous places you found the most shocking. And be sure to watch our next video and you'll have amazing luck for the next 7 days.